Hey there. Alright, okay, here's a good one. This one's called the Bearish Three-lnside down. Alright, it looks a little bit like the Bearish Harami. Alright, but let's go ahead and show you what this one looks like. Alright, so you're coming in and then you'll have like your bull candle like so. And then you're gonna have like another candle as well that will look like that that bearish Harami pattern. Kind of thing that's going on right there. The Forex one won't actually look like this because it's kind of gapped down. You'll actually probably see it probably come up like around about here. Okay, and then the next one what you're looking to see is to have the candle then come down and actually close off or around about the same. Alright, so that's what's going to happen. So this one here, I mean, this is that's a 2-bar formation, and then with this one it's a 3-bar formation. Okay, the 3-bar formations are somewhat stronger than 2-bar formations. Alright, so but it's also always nice to sort of always have like an extra confirmation coming in. It really depends really on your trading style. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the trading chart right now and see if we can actually find like a 3-inside down. Well, there's one right there. Actually, you can just barely see it. It's actually got the Harami inside there, and it's actually the 3 inside down as well. And there's like your little Harami with that blue candle, and then that red one there, and then this third one comes in as well. Alright, now this is a really nice formation that's actually appeared here on the Japanese yen versus the USD. And we've got our first formation right to the top of a trend as well. We've got like a double top that's appeared. So that's like signal number 1, which is nice. Then you've got the bearish Harami. Then you've got the 3-inside down. And then you've got the 3 black crows coming in. So you've got like 4 signals all within like half an hour of each other. Alright, and that's a really powerful one. When I see signals like that appear, rather than going in at like 2 standard lots and closing off like half a lot every increment or whatever, I will probably go in on something like this probably for around about 10 lots, or probably even more. I might even go up to as far as 50. It all really depends on on your money management and how I feel really at the end of the day as well, and how much I'm going to bet. But it's nice to stay within a manageable amount that you can be assured to walk away with some nice profits. Alright, so there is your one formation right there, which was pretty neat set up right there. Let's see if we can actually go ahead and find some more areas here in the market. Zoom out. Let's see if we can see any more inside downs. Alright, let's try maybe a different currency pair. Here's another 3-inside down. Alright, now let's get my screen draw pen out and zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so this candle here, it's not very strong. Okay, now the 3-inside down should only really happen at the top of trends. This one actually happened at the bottom of a trend. So you've got to be careful that when you go ahead and you see these, try and be sure that you are in fact at the top of a trend when you see the 3-inside down pattern emerging, because this is what's going to happen. Alright, you're going to go in, you're going to take a look at this candle, and it's a nice long candle. That's what we want to see anyway, nice long candles. This one is fairly proportionate to the candle to its left. It's the same format that we're looking for, which is the Harami, and then the 3-inside down comes in, which is a confirmation of the Harami. Alright, we really want a larger confirmation there to see this coming down even more. Alright, but it was only a small confirmation, and you would have gone probably short here, or you may have actually waited for this bar to complete and you would have said, oh okay, well it's now confirmed because the close is actually lower than the previous low, and then once you go in it bumps down a bit and you're thinking great, alright, because it's normally supposed to come off even, you know, the close and open are supposed to come off at an even price or more or less within like 1 pip of each other, but this one actually gapped down to a new lower open. Okay, so you know, you might be sitting there thinking, you know, this is going to work out okay. So you really need to sit back, you know, and kind of like zoom out and see where it is that you're sitting. So if this is where the formation are coming, what I would tend to do is let's get rid of that vertical line there. Let's put a horizontal line tool in, and I'm going to put in this horizontal trend line tool in just about where the third confirmation candle comes in for the Harami, but the third candle for the inside down. Alright, so I can see that although this is a reversal pattern, this is supposed to be a bearish formation. Okay, so we're expecting, when this pattern appears, we're expecting the market to drop, but it doesn't. It fails and it goes back up. Now it failed because we're sitting right on a support level. Alright, there's a lot of support even back towards the left that I didn't even realize it was there. Okay, and we've got it's more confirmations of support being hit here and confirmed. So I know that this line that I drew in is more or less within range to give me that extra information that I need to not to take this particular formation on. I hope this is making some sense. Alright, so first of all, identify the trend, you know, make sure that you find the signal that it's correct, and once you found the signal, make sure the support and resistance areas, you know, are in the comfortable areas, you know, that you need to be looking at, and go from there. Alright, but don't try not to jump on these too quickly. Alright, here's another one. This is a pretty good one. Alright, we've basically coming from a low and we've come all the way up towards a high, and we can see that these are highs because other areas are basically stalled there as well. Alright, so I'm getting a repaint issue on here every time I try to zoom back. Okay, let's go back to the 30. Okay, so we're at the top of the trends now, so we want to basically go ahead and, you know, see what's happening, right? Okay, so here is this is supposed to be our confirmation for a 3-inside down. Alright, but you know, the close here didn't really close lower than the low of the other candle, so I'm not really going to use that one, even though that was a setup. Alright, now here's like an abandoned baby. This is my version of the abandoned baby. While we're here, we can see that when you start to see like a formation that kind of goes sideways, or you see a little bit of activity going in there, and all of a sudden you just see this huge drop, and you see, like, that's what I call the abandoned baby. And then generally what happens most times is that it will come back and fill that gap back up, and it will retry another whatever. Alright, if you know, if it's successful. But yeah, but this particular one here, as I say before, this looks like the one we would actually take on, but this confirmation bar here, the fourth one, alright, doesn't have a big body in it. Alright, and not only just that, the body of the confirmation is an up body. Alright, it's a bull body. So there's sentiment there to say that the market is not happy to come down, and it might go back up. Alright, the sentiment is not great because there isn't much of a real body, but the color of it is different. Alright, so there could be still some sentiment for it to go up higher. So this one I would definitely not take. Okay, so you'll need to take take those into consideration as well. Here is another 3-inside down. Well, now we can see again that this this last candle here, the fourth candle, you know, the confirmation candle, didn't close lower than the other previous low, so we don't take that as a sell trade, even though we are right up at the top of a trend. Okay, and we just keep on going. We find another 3-inside down. And this one didn't actually close lower than the low either, I don't think. Maybe it did, but again, see how the candles now have got really small now, alright, in comparison to the ones that we were looking at before. Alright, I mean, there's a formation here. The candle sizes are quite nice, but it doesn't fall within our criteria. And this one's even smaller, but it does eventually come down a little bit lower. But you know, I like to see a bigger break lower than that, but this one's very, very close. Again, you've got to be very careful with those kind of areas as well. And here is another 3 inside down. Now this is a perfect one. This is a perfect formation that we should really look for. Alright, so making sure that all the elements are in place, that you are at the top of a resistance level, and that you know getting ready to come down. There's no immediate traffic in the middle before it gets to the support level. All the formations, the candles look nice. You know, they're evenly proportionate to one another. You know, don't have any small real bodies in there like doji candles or anything. So this is all nice. This is what I like. I mean, I like to see that this close here on this fur candle did actually close lower than the other previous close, and it also, you know, closed lower than the previous low as well. And even the low down here actually broke that low. So that was a nice confirmation all around. All the you know, dots seem to be in a row there, and then we can immediately go short on the next candle. We don't have to wait for this black one to complete because the Harami's there and we've got the 3 inside down. Now again, the 3 inside down is basically a confirmation of the Harami, but when you're using a Harami, you need to make sure that that confirmation is there, and then once that's there, then you can go short. Alright, and so yeah, so that's how you go. That's how you do that one. Alright, here is another one. Now the body on this one, now you see how it's got a very small real body to it. Alright, but the formation of it looks really nice. Okay, we've got a nice long big candle there. This second candle is really great. It's proportionate to the size that we're looking for. It doesn't break more than 50% of this particular candle here. It needs to be within around about 25% of its entire length of its real body, which it round about is. But the third candle just doesn't give us any satisfaction at all, even though we're at the top of a trend. We could have gone short right here and taken this bar out, but we don't know whether the next bar is going to come down all the time. Alright, but we can see shortly later it did go back up. Alright, now here what I would have ignored this trade because this body doesn't close lower than the second candle's low. Alright, and that one would have prevented me from having a loss or being on the edge of my seat. Okay, now this one hit down here, this is like another perfect example of an abandoned baby, but I wanted to show you this one doesn't actually show it here, but this is like a big gap down, and then the gap fills itself afterwards. So there's kind of like a little abandoned baby in there as well. Alright, okay. Why does that one? Alright, so you might be thinking, oh, this might be another area here, but what's happened here is that the open has actually jumped up a little bit higher, I believe, on that one. So that's why this one didn't turn into a 3 inside down or 3 outside down. Here's another 3 outside down, and got the advance and plus the engulfing plus the 3 outside down. We're looking for the 3 inside up. So here is the 3 inside down, beg your pardon. Alright, okay, so here's a nice formations appearing here. The close, again, I would have actually gone on this one. We're at the top of a trend. I would have taken a risk despite that little small candle there. I would have had a very tight stop, put my stop right up the top of the high. So I'm getting in, and I've got like a stop loss of around about 25 pips. Alright, as soon as it hits 25 pips profit or something like that, I'll book in 5 or 10 pips and then just let the rest ride and see how far I can take it down to the next new low. Alright, so I will leave you with that video, okay, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye for now.